this is for somebody who you've just planted a seed, some kind of seed, and it's about to be way more crucial than you might have even realized. Okay, so let's see. I'm seeing something about making bread, so maybe that's what it feels like, or smell of bread or something. Basically, something that you've been really allowing to, that rest time. There's been rest time, the full new beginnings, earth sign energy. Something's going to be grounded, dependable. There's a lot of practical energy, so you've been really dealing with a lot of little practicalities, right, to get to this point. Whatever this leap of faith is going to take something out of stuck mode. Okay, something that it's almost like it needs a reignition. It's what I'm hearing. Something that's going to, once you take that leap, it's going to begin to develop. So it's up to you now. Yeah, the Hanged Man. So it's been in stuck mode. It's been in pause, sacred pause. Okay, there's been a reason for that. That's where you've been learning your truth. There's been a lot of divine orchestration taking place here. You would have noticed the alignment here, because this is about communication as well. So it might be that the action that you take is actually that jumping in, that saying, this is my opportunity now, I'm going for it, is something to do with communication. But whatever seed you've just planted is really going to help you. There's something about that's really important. It's really going to help you. It's going to make you feel way more grounded and steady to move forwards. Okay, so Cancer sign energies might be important. So over the next 3 months, I think also summertime has been really important for you planting that seed, and now you're going to see that it's almost like the germination of it. Okay, that's what's going to develop. Yeah, Saturn's the world. So the world already, you learn a lot when you close out those chapters. When the world comes out, you've learned a lot along the way. Truly, just remember to take those lessons with you, and I think you will. I think this is why you're ready to unstick something, because you're actually understanding it in a new way. Your mind isn't just stuck in the past anymore, past cycles or whatever it was. You're understanding things very differently. Okay, we've got the Emperor. Okay, so that's literally taking action now. Okay, winter season is really important. Pisces energy as well, and this is the divine involved. Okay, so a lot of very intuitive energies coming through actually, but it's like your intuition, the star, is something that you're allowing to guide you to take this action now. So you've been learning how to surrender to divine, which is what I meant by you've been understanding the divine orchestration better. You're seeing things. It's like you're communicating with divine even better than you ever have before. Because you're learning from those cycles that have been closed out. Chariot, okay. So, Mercury, Magician. So this is something that you truly have been, you can say manifesting, but something that you've truly been putting the work in. You've been investing in this, especially during pause time. It's like you've been investing in you, so you are the version of you ready to take this leap of faith. Let's get some cards from here and find out. I also have the message that you want to speak about the cycles that you've been closing. So the lessons that you've been learning, the profound teachings. It's like there's going to be an opportunity for you to speak about that, right? And everything that you have learned is really, dark to light. This is literally cycles, so that's important. The torch, dark to light. You're going to be so fully engaged. You're going to have courage to move forwards. But also I'm seeing that, so you want to talk on this. But also I think that whatever you want to now create in this new beginning, this brand new fool's journey, you're going to actually understand the teachings of those past cycles in such a way that they've become your tools. Yeah. The student has become the master. Number 4, revolution. Forging ahead, liberation, standing up for truth. It's time for you to do that, for your truth, right? But also for whatever you want to speak on. In truth, in integrity, passion, justice, freedom, bold, giving Emperor energies. Okay, you've got the cycles here with the rings as well, so that's really important. Number 25, agreements. You've got an agreement. You've been fulfilling a lot of different agreements, clearing out some karmic cycles, but you've got an agreement that you need to come back to. Promise kept. Closure, circle of trust, committed, contracts, partnership, reaping what you sow. Remember? There's a seed you planted, you're going to be reaping what you sow as a result of whatever it is that you've just done. Karma, that's what's closing. That's next to closure as well. So there's a pact as well. It's almost like you said, okay, I'll meet you on the other side, And now they're on target with the archer. You're like, Remember, I said we'll meet you on the other side. I had to close all of these out. Time to be clear about that, right? So, interesting. Maybe that's just a version of you, your future version of you. We'll see. What else do you need to be aware of? It's really beautiful. Yeah, your true north, the compass. You've had to go on a serious journey of self-discovery too. True north, discovery, life path, seeking truth. Truth is important here. Coming through a lot. Direction, finding your way, you know where you're going, you're making a plan, you're exploring. You might very well be in a brand new environment and you're exploring it. You know, maybe this was a big change for you. You needed to. That was a leap of faith you needed to take. So this seed is now planted. Masculine energy has come out twice. Like the Emperor and the masculine energy. Megaphone, again, speaking your truth. I think that you have been silenced for reasons that required you to be in your own, solitude maybe, or just like clearing out the cycles that you know that you couldn't bring anyone else into. They were yours. Now it's time for you to say, my freedom is going to come, my justice is going to come in from me being honest, clearing any misunderstandings or whatever it is. Mask, church. So there's been a lot of masks worn. And I think that actually what I'm getting from this is there's been a lot of self-protection. It's like you've needed to protect yourself for very different reasons. I think people might, who wherever you're going, might even have realised. But with this church, there's been a lot of conditioning that you've had to clear through. Not just your own, generational is what I'm hearing, societal. There's been a lot going on for you. Your programming, your belief systems, not the same as they were before at all. Number 14 as well. Maybe you do feel like you've been putting on a show, or maybe at some point you felt like you were putting on some kind of show and it wasn't true to you. Oh my God, the wish is coming true. So this particular card for me is giving that you're going to feel so much, your miracle is in finally taking off these masks. You've not wanted to wear these masks. You've been trying to find your truth. Now that you've finally found it, you're ready to be in authentic expression. That's one of your biggest common cycles you had to close out. Your authentic expression, there's peace as a result of this finally. Right? Which is coming true. Peace, miracles, dreams, feeling hopeful and blessed, falling in love, nighttime, inspiration, providence. You have the protection, the divine protection around you. Clarity is coming in and you're going to be one of the bringers of clarity. Bringers of truth. Sword of justice is in your hands. Yeah, it's been a winding road to get here. Maybe there's still some kind of patience required because there's still some kind of alchemy taking place here, okay? Mortar and pestle. There's still some, self-discovery is lifelong. Like the healing journey is lifelong, okay? And that's okay. So you're allowed to have patience with yourself. But I think that there's been a lot of patience. I feel like someone else maybe, but there's been a lot of external patience needed for you, okay? Being flexible, yeah, you've had to learn how to adapt because your personal growth has taken you places you never thought you didn't even think. Maybe you dreamt of, but this is why things are wishes are going to feel like they're coming true because there's an adventure, leisure pace. Maybe you're reaching a point where you can just take your time with things. You don't need to be so focused. Like, you've reached that point. Mortar and pestle, you've been focused. It's alchemy and the magician, maybe you do have that like magical energy around you, okay? Number 10. Also looking after your health, herbal medicines maybe. This says something about, obviously I'm not a healthcare provider, so that's that. But anyway, this is about blending, brewing medicine. So maybe you do get into like herbal teas, holistic health, things like that. Breaking things down, making something new, potions, spell work. Okay, so mindful. I always say it's not about manipulating other people's energies. Yeah, this is about focusing in on you. Okay, that wish is coming true. Remember, divine is with you, divine protection. That's what's guiding you now. Okay. And I think in the past you've felt like you've had to, especially with that Saturn, the world, the karmic element, you've really felt like the pressure, needing to close this out or needing to get something done. It's like you've had to learn how to surrender. Once again, something about your self-expression, the drum. This is so important for you. Your authentic expression has become one of the most powerful ingredients for your forwards movements, big for your path. Number 1, self-expression, being bold again, being heard, speaking your truth, your mind, communication, negotiating, rhythm. So you've been having a lot of lessons on communication. That's been big for you, color blue. Rhythm, balance, order, sending a clear message. Good fortune is coming your way. There's something beautiful. Like I said, that seed you've just planted, it's going to serve you well. So it's almost like you're your own genie. whatever seeds you planted, that good fortune that's coming your way, your miracle that's coming through, it's going to be something as a result of this long winding road, and now you're ready to unstick whatever's been stuck, to take that leap of faith, right? And I think that over the summertime, or in Northern Hemisphere, you've really been learning how to trust divine timing, no longer trying to control everything and ending up keeping yourself stuck because you're not surrendering. It's changed. This is why you're finally at that point where you want to express yourself. You're ready to do that. You feel way more empowered to do that. Okay, you're going to be. Again, there is something else about still. There's still some things that need to be alchemized. And I think it's a very internal job. You've got this. Yeah, Sky. There's something coming to an end still. And that's okay. I think that actually there's, what I've just seen, the communication card here and the heart. Okay, so that letter. I also think that something maybe did come to an abrupt ending, a shock ending in the past. That's what was stuck, that needs to become unstuck now. Harvest season. I think that there's something about liberation and freedom for you that's so powerful and so important. Okay, this is everything that was stopping you from following your heart now. Everything that was stopping you from even listening to your heart. This is why these wishes are coming back through, the beautiful stars, because you're finally learning. Your self-discovery journey has been alchemizing all of the pain within you so that you can finally say, yes, no, this is the truth of my heart. And that's the decision I'm taking. Ending everything that's blocked you, that's hurt you, that's felt like it's been painful. You've not spoken your truth for a very long time to yourself, and you've learned how to do that. Now you're ready to communicate with somebody else. Constant message here. 24, love, desire, joy, bliss. You're going to be feeling it again. Oh my God, I can't even explain this feeling that's just come over me. It's like a little child, you know, Christmas morning kind of energy. That could be important for you. It's really sweet. I'm also seeing, you know, puppy dog eyes. Wow. Affection, fulfillment, kindness, forgiveness, romance, contentment, passionate, caring, and this beautiful, oh my God, the communication, you can't make this up. Got the bridge and the bridge and the letter. This is all about communication, this bridge. Collaborating, coming together, bridging the gap where there's been a distance. Okay, written communication. This one is, so it could be on your phone. Oh my God, maybe you get a handwritten letter. Wow, that's beautiful. Don't expect that. I'm just saying, you know, maybe that's something that speaks to you. 27 and 7. Also, these two I've realised are 28 and 28 right on top of each other. So 28 is an important number. Okay, 28th. Writing, communication, fax, email, mail, notes, records, news, memos, making contact, info, written documents. I think someone has been going over something to do that they're unwritten on their phone or whatever. Okay, and beneath that, okay, is a card of reconciliation. And then you have the card of, ooh. Okay, that was a key, finally finding a solution. And then you have, so what is going on? Finally finding a solution. That's also about liberating, unlocking, finally, the karmic cycles being closed. So that's, some things are out of your hands, and they have been for a while. And on that card it says getting what you deserve, and I always say karma isn't just about that. It's about really learning a lot of lessons and understanding the balance, both sides. It's been happening. Okay, so that's a communication card as well. So this is all about uniting, communication, connecting, overcoming barriers, compromise, learning. That's why you've been learning harmony in communication. This is really important, and you're going to be sharing your truth massively. Okay, let's see, what else do you need to be aware of? Wow, powerful. Lily, yeah, look at that. Developing over to these two match beautifully. Lily, established, yes, ambitious, yes, focus on your career, that looking at retirement and thinking, you know, feeling free when you think about it. Developing over time, aging, well, refinement. Beautiful. Number 30, experienced, you're achieving, you're way more mature than you were. You've been developing, again, development, longevity, long haul, okay? Aging like fine wine. No longer stuck in the past. Deep, radical break from the past. Yeah, the good stuff. You've transformed, ripening, aging well. And it does say alchemy once again on that card. So maybe the Alchemist is actually an important book for you or something. Or just that energy, okay? Okay, see if there's anything else. Oh, you're loyal. Dogs could be important to you. You're faithful. You've learned how to be truly faithful, truly loyal. Someone who's trusted, okay? The Emperor is very protective, remember. Dogs can be very protective and loyal. You used to be a loose cannon, is what I'm getting here. Change of heart. That literally says change of heart, the keys. You've changed. You've changed of heart. no longer risking it all, becoming way more loyal, grounded, because actually that's been your truth all along. Everything else was a mask. My gosh, you've had to learn some serious lessons, whoever this is. Okay, I'm just going to quickly get you some, what was that? The light's not going to go out on this one, on this heart. I'm just going to get, I feel like there's a connection coming through. I'm just going to clarify for you if there's anything you need to be aware of for this specific connection. Forgiving and learning. That makes sense. You're going to have to learn about each other's inner child. So there's going to be some truths revealed, which is confirmation. That other card did say forgiveness. So this is actually Capricorn season, winter time. So this is confirmation with what I was saying. That's why Christmas time came up for a reason. But just that time of year, that's when you're going to really be able to ground. You're going to see the little sprouts of the seed. You're going to actually be able to do something with it. There's going to be something that, okay, this forgiving and learning is happening before you get to that point. As you've gone through these conversations, there's going to be a point of, okay, let's ground it down. Okay, let's see what else you need to be aware of moving forward. Tower. Oh, sudden change. I think that there's going to be truths revealed. There's been deception here. There's fear. There's anxiety. So you're going to need to be honest about something. Don't forget that masks is not there for a reason. Forgiving and learning. So this is where I think it can go either way for you, you know, in your mind. There's going to be complete change. There's going to be an overhaul. However, there might have been, people might have thought of the situation. Obviously, this is what you're presenting as now, this beautiful, loyal energy. But some clarity needs to be gained here. And that's why that sky came out. You know, it's going to feel like, okay, maybe there's going to be a need to just pause, take a breath, take a breather, step back, you know, to gather yourself, not to instantly react. You've gone through that. You're not like that anymore. Oh my God, the King of Fire, 7 days. This is autumn time. It literally says, yes, it's time on there. So this could be quite imminent. Wow, that's why that Tower's come out, because maybe it's going to truly feel like a shock wherever you're moving. It's going to be like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. But you were. You've been waiting for this for a long time. You've been preparing. That's why you've been developing, maturing, truly. Maybe this maverick energy comes over you though. Maybe you literally go, okay, boom, go. Oof. Okay, so, okay, that's justice. So, like I said, sort of justice in your hands, fall time. So again, autumn, Scorpio season is going to be important for this. High Priestess, the moon. But this is all about, yes, silence and secrets, but your intuition and your inner knowing is going to lead you moving forwards. And you're going to need to really connect to your heart. As you do that, raise the truth in your heart that you know to be true, as you allow this to unfold. Because once again, this is about truth, balance, integrity coming forwards. Oh my gosh. Wow. I think you're just prepared though. You're ready. You've been preparing for this moment. This long winding road has been for you to get to this point. Okay, whoa. Okay. Twin flames and the lovers. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. So you resonate with a deep soul journey. I mean, I don't. That's left me kind of speechless. I think you've had to learn about your journey, and it's been very unique. It's not what society does. That church, it's not the convention at all. You're breaking through convention. You're breaking through barriers. This is where you're ready. This is alignment. You're preparing for sacred union. And it begins with this. It begins with the action that this Emperor takes to unstick something, to take that leap, but also knowing that you can ground it down, knowing that actually you're going to be honest. There's going to be honesty here. There's going to be still that trust in the divine unfold, in the divine timing of it, allowing every party involved to align themselves, to take the time they need, to readjust. Your energies are going to be aligning. This is not just about coming into alignment in the physical, swapping rings. This is about, which is fine, you know, it's beautiful if that's what it is for you, but this particular reading is not for you. This is about something so much deeper. This is a twin flame. This has been your absolute catalytic heart awakening. You're phoenixed as a result of this. No wonder there's so much change for you. It's incredible. Your truth has come to the surface more than ever. You are more embodied as who you truly are than you have ever been. And it's because of whoever and whatever this connection has been. That's why this dark to light, it's time for you to speak your truth. Okay? And I feel like it's going to be a very much of a surprise to whoever you're moving towards. But you're going to feel reignited with passion, like this action, this desire to take action, and not just with this connection, I mean in your life. I think that's why this is happening, you know. You've had to rediscover who you are, because you're not just the masculine that society wants you to believe. This comes with inner union. I can hear a phone ringing. That's so interesting. Very unexpected phone call. That could be you making that phone call, right? But again, you're going to need to allow, this forgiving and learning means allow time. It's not going to just be an instant thing. And I think you're at the point where you understand that, you get that, right? You get that. You, like I said, when you know something's, you're in it for the long haul, you're going to trust and hold patience for it to develop the way it needs to, for the grounding to come to truly. This has blown me away, I'm not going to lie. Like, they both came out like this. That's beautiful. You're already understanding, whether you're on this journey or not, you're already understanding sacred union, you're understanding deep soul connection, how to truly connect. And I think this is why you truly want to do this, you know. But it comes with, you're going to need to take your time with it, both of you. There's going to be patience here, and this is more to do with your purpose path as well, don't forget, because if you're truly on this journey, you have a deep soul purpose here, and it's not just about coming into your union with each other. The dawn, it literally just knocked as well. Oh my god, it's like everything at once, and maybe that's why this tail's coming through. It feels like a lot. Okay, so you're going to need to hold in on that energy so that it's not forceful. Remember, not that excessive need to control things and to be a certain way. Patience, moderation. Okay, yeah, so there's going to be a lot of learning, even moving forwards, and how to alchemize this. Don't forget, alchemy was coming through for a reason. The alignment is going to be internal as well as external. Okay, so aligning energies. But, you know, I will say it's a masculine energy that's coming out here. There's no one else that's come through. So this is very much a specific reading for you in terms of needing to understand how to allow this to unfold moving forwards. I'm just going to get you some quick little cards here. If there's anything else you need to be aware of, this is a lot about you being honest, so there's a reason, transparency. So maybe that's a big part of your next part of your cycle, your next cycle, your next journey. Okay, regardless of what's happening outside of you, a new romantic cycle begins. Wow. That's Libra sign, like Libra energies as well. So the balance, the scales of justice are balance, coming into balance, okay? A personal issue reaches resolution. Cancer sign energies, a win-win outcome. Wow, too many cards. Okay. You know, for Divine Masculine to really understand this journey, especially truly on that twin flame journey, it's takes a whole different type of awakening and learning. So if you've reached that point, that's really beautiful. Truly. It's a good thing. And you know, more than anything, it's about you hold your vision, holding in a way you're being divinely guided regardless of what's happening outside of you. You staying true to your path, to your truth. So one of the biggest things you need to ensure you're doing. Oh my god, a new start is coming. Regardless, there's a new cycle here, a new start, a new romantic cycle. My god, the lovers, the twin flames, this and more cycles. There's cycles everywhere, right? So clearly you've been doing some profound, deep inner healing work to close out wherever you needed to. When I say this, you have matured. It's no joke. You are just like, it's beautiful. Like I say, I felt that little child within you, so happy to finally say yes to the heart space, and it's going to shock, undoubtedly going to come as a shock to whoever you're connected to. But at the same time, if they're also on this journey, they're going to know that it's okay. You know, they've needed, like I said, that was coming through before. They needed to have patience with you. They have. Okay, so now it's time for you to have patience with them. Quickly feel like I need to get you an animal card, and then that's it. Oh my god, this is confirmation. That's stallion. That's like ready, like to take action, like strong emotion. You're finally connecting to your emotions, and you're grounded as you do this. The Emperor, not letting yourself be stuck in emotion anymore, allowing it to drive you. It's beautiful, and at the same time, you're not holding that heavy expectation. Powerful. Number 4, again, breaking free. You've been breaking free from so much. Tame versus wild. You know the parts of you that you need to simmer down. You know, that's a big journey when it comes to this one, this twin flame energy. You've had to learn that, and now you have got to that point where, you know, in that strength card, the Empress is like taming that lion, that bull, whatever. And so you with yourself, it's beautiful. You know when you need to go and when you need to slow. Strong emotions, driving force, you've got it within you. Unbridled, not restricted, you can't be controlled. Sexual energy, of course, you've got a lot of that passionate energy, beautiful. Learning how to harness that, though, is the difference. That's where you find freedom. Learning how to harness the energy within you, finding not having control you. Unleashing the inner beast. I think that's how you're going to feel when you finally move forwards with this. Unleashing the inner beast, which again is why, you know, your energy can be very powerful. So you're going to need to be mindful of that when you're moving forwards for this new beginning. Two people coming together. You both have needs, wants, desires, right? Requirements. So patience, balance, communication, big theme. Everything you've been learning about how to healthily communicate is important for this one. Okay. I do think this card's sticking out though, so I do think you're going to really need to talk about whether this shock happened in the past so that it doesn't happen again, and maybe there's going to be some shocks here with the truth being revealed, but this is time to liberate many different strings that have been attached here. It's time to release freedom moving forwards. Okay, an important message for moving forwards here is you can't have masks moving forwards. Yeah, when you're coming together as divine counterparts, this isn't like normal convention. This is not you operating on wounded energies and hiding it from each other. It's not that. Or this is pure clarity. This is sacred union. You're working in partnership, in alignment with this, with the same intention. You're focused on your divine purpose. This isn't acting from a wounded, shady, deceptive way anymore. You've been clearing through that. That's why there's been a separation, clearly. Remember that. Moving forwards. Oh my God, literally the clouds and then the light bulb. This confusion, these misunderstandings, the uncertainty, the view is unclear. There's enlightenment, there's illumination. There's going to be breakthroughs, enlightenments, aha moments coming through. Fragile, one of a kind situation this is. Handle with care. You're going to be feeling the vulnerability, and you need to, because that's what this is going to require of you. That's where you're going to find your strongest strength within you, not because of someone else and how they're validating you, how they're responding to you or receiving you, because you are able to hold yourself down. Everything you've been learning is going to come into action. North Star, your North Star number 3. Your inner guidance system, yes, your direction, your core values, stronger than ever. Your guiding light, your inner knowing, your true path. Again, true path. This is your true path. Clarity, hope. You're going to be getting that hope. Remember, feeling blessed, feeling hopeful, falling in love. Certainty, confidence, protection. Yeah, there's going to be that. After all the confusion, all the uncertainty, all the wait, can we get some clarity, divine timing, standing the test of time, past, present, and future. Success is on the horizon for you. That's a trophy. Focus, you've got this. It's not about external, what's happening externally. It's about what's happening within, how you're aligning within you and responding to whatever's taking place as you take the next actions, the ones that you're divinely guided to take. It's not about anyone else. This whole reading is about you. Hold your vision. Nothing for your connected person has come through. But I'm just going to see if there's any clarity that you do need about that, because I think this is just about you focusing on your true path and holding faith in that, regardless of how you're received or anything like that. Let's just see, is there anything to do with your connected person that you need to be aware of? Yes. Oh, wow. This is probably why you're feeling that desire to take action, because they're in this, like, this is divine masculine. They can feel your energy. 31, yes. Energy, power, climax, they might very well be shining in your eyes, which would make sense. Radiant, success, vigor, daytime. They've been healing their inner divine masculine energy as well, and they're on that path of success. So they're probably expecting this from you, to be honest. Not in a way where they're just requiring it and, feeling this heaviness. They're just like, yeah, when the time is right. They've been trusting divine time, which is why you're finally learning how to. Climax, daytime, victory, happy, warm. They're going to be saying yes. I shouldn't really say that because I feel like it's come up for a reason, right? So, there's a reason this alignment is taking place. It's about both of you becoming ready. A new romantic cycle, a new start. Anything else you need to be aware of for your connected person. Lighthouse. So they might be very strong, have a very strong oracle, right? But they've clearly activated their inner high priestess. Maybe you've been seeing them as your lighthouse, your guidance system somehow. Maybe, there's something about that. But they're learning how to trust. They're on the right path, whether they realize it or not. They feel like safe passage to you. There's illumination coming for them as well. They feel secure. They're navigating obstacles. They're gaining clarity in their own path as well. They're ready to plot a course moving forwards together. Anything else you need to be aware of for your connected person? Those are really beautiful cards. Those are big light cards as well. Look at that, the lighthouse and the sun. So they're going to be shining, like shining. Something about them is beautiful. They're being heard. They're a megaphone. They're not afraid of their. They're not afraid. Freud. Ooh, psychology. They're not afraid of their voice. Okay, 12. Going public. They're being heard. They're shining. It says shining spotlight. Confirmation. Publish. Maybe they've been published. Amplifying. Broadcast. Wider audience. Speaking up. Increasing visibility. Bold. Major announcement. Wow. So they're really stepping into their light as they need to be for their path, which is, don't forget, if you're truly on that twin flame journey, then you both need to be doing that. And it does begin with the divine feminine taking the lead energetically, emotionally, to get to this point for the divine masculine to finally say, you're ready for us to ground this in the 3D. And divine masculine feels that. Okay, stop about questions, not about logic. Wow, this is powerful. Okay, you've got this. Sending love.